Hi friends, it's Anne here, and today's video is my 6th update for my project pan for 2021. Yes, we are halfway through the year. How did that happen? It's been kind of a weird year, but anyway, here we are. I am doing this in the team project pan style, so I'm kind of looking at it quarterly and refreshing quarterly. So this is kind of the time where I'm really actively looking at what I have and contemplating, do I take out something or do I put something in? There's my little sidekick. Hi, Harley. He just had his summer haircut. Hi. Hi. Oh, big guns. What's that? Yeah. You know, chill while Mom films? Here, have a blanket. Steal my blanket. That's what you always do. Yes, my love. Yes, my love. Oh, your scratch. You lay down while Mommy films? You chill? You hold the fort? Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. So we do have some small changes coming up in this round, but nothing major. So let's just get into the products. The one thing I do want to point out is so I number all of my products that I've put in, and the first 6 products that I've put into this project, I've either 4 of them I finished, 1 of them is out, and 1 of them has hit the goal. So it's kind of interesting to see, I visually have a change in the list of things that I have in my project from where I started to where we are now. So first up is this Benefit Boing Brightening Concealer. It's in the shade number 1. It's super tiny because it's just a little deluxe sample size. I bought it in a kit with 4 others. Unfortunately, it's not going to really show any sort of major progress because I feel you can see I kind of mush it up along the side, and I feel this is the kind of product that I use pretty slowly because I've learned if I use too much at once, it does not look good. So last month this was 13.16 grams. It's now 13.01 grams. So that's a difference of 0.15 grams. In total, I've only used 0.39 grams. The goal is to finish this by the end of the year. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. The next item is the first item in this video that I have finished. Wow, look at those fingerprints. That looks like that's a hot mess. Anyway, this is the Becca Hydro Mist Set and Refresh Powder. Maybe a tiny little bit stuck in the back there, but she's done. She's done. Yay! I actually quite liked this powder. The more I used it, the more I was like, huh, I quite like it. It lost its whatever Hydra thing that made it feel cooling, and it all sort of settled. But it was actually a pretty nice powder. If you watch any of my previous videos, sometimes I struggle with dry patches and things like that, and I felt this didn't really make that worse, which is a good thing. So this is a powder that will work for definitely if you have normal to dry skin. I think this is a decent powder, and I would consider I've seen this pop up in the past at Marshalls. I've seen this people posting this, so I would probably pick this up if it were a really good deal. If it were $7 or so, $7, $8, I would probably pick it up if I saw it at Marshalls or Winners, or I mean, again, in the States they have TJ Maxx, which I think is all the same, and I think in the UK it's TM Maxx or something. It's a similar thing to TJ Maxx. So last month this was 58.25 grams. I finished it at 56.98 grams. Now that's, the weight is a little off because the little thing in the inside came out. So if you do have this product and you're weighing it, mine's gonna be a lot lighter if yours still is intact. In total, so the difference of that was 1.27 grams. In total, I used 8.69 grams in this project. I think I put this in February or March. This next product is going to be the death of me, but I'm keeping it in the project because I'm determined to at least hit pan on one of these items, and I do still want to try and wear off the imprint on every single one of these. So if you didn't know, this is the Tarte Blush Bazaar from 2017, and I would say they're all starting to wear down. I'm even wearing down, I've started working on this pink one. So I'm not sure how well you can even see. Like that one is wearing down. The one that's like the least worn down is this one. I haven't really used that one. I've used this one, but you can see it's getting like hard pan. Same with the like highlighters. They're getting hard pan on them, which don't really enjoy that. But yeah, like again, this one, like I can feel the little ridge. And same with like the highlighters. Like this highlighter, I can feel the ridge. So eventually I will hit pan, probably on this blush or this highlighter. Like that's kind of where I'm thinking I'm gonna hit pan first. I'm just laughing at this little guy. Why are you so cute? Why are you so cute, huh? Why are you so cute? But I am trying to use this, like every day I use this, and it's like so slow. So last month this was 127.45 grams. It's now 127.4 grams. That's only a difference of 0.05 grams. In total, I've only used 1.09 grams. So, and I think each one of these is 2 grams. So like I've used like technically half of a blush out of all of this. So I don't know how, like Kat from Beauty News used one of these. I don't know if maybe the one she had, because she had a different one, like the pigmentation. Like she was like, oh, it's not very pigmented. I'm like, this is pigmented. Like I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing the shade Authentic today. And like I have to be careful because it can get like out of control. And I'm trying to finish it. The next item in my project is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I feel like everybody knows what this looks like. I'm starting to get real low on that pan. I am going to repress this. I'm going to take the plunge, even though I know it may not work out, because I know like this has fragrance in it, and some people say like with something that has fragrance in it doesn't repress very nicely, but I'm just finding it getting annoying now. Like trying to use my brush with this is getting annoying. So last month this was 58.58 grams. It's now 58.03 grams. So that's only a difference of 0.55 grams, which I feel like is kind of low, but I guess not bad. When I look at the total, since the beginning of the year, I've used 3.58 grams. So I guess, yeah, 0.55 is not too bad. But I feel like once I repress this, I should move through this quicker, as long as I don't end up getting like hard pan. The next product in the project is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. Again, no pan, but I feel like I'm making really good progress on this. It might not really show to you guys, but like when I look at it from the side, like the bump is gone. Like I've definitely shaved it down, and this little like dip keeps getting bigger and bigger. I still haven't hit pan though, which I'm surprised. Like I feel like I'm super close. Like I can see the edge of the pan, and apparently this has rings, because I've seen other people actually do hit pan on this. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying using this product. So we're gonna keep going with this. I kind of knew that this was gonna be like a difficult product to work with, because it's a baked product, it's pretty big. I don't need to use a lot of it. I think I've mentioned I use this as like a brow bone highlight, sometimes an inner corner highlight. I didn't use it today for that. And then I take like a big fluffy brush and sort of dust this all over my face after I do all my makeup, sort of like a finishing powder, and I really enjoy that. I think it looks really, really nice. So last month this was 51 grams. It's now 50.84 grams. That's a difference of 0.16 grams. I've used 0.9 grams of this, so just under 1 gram. Had I used it, so like when I was originally using this, I was only using it as the inner corner highlight and the brow bone highlight, and I was really only just doing that bottom part. I didn't start using it like as an all over powder until like, I don't know, a couple of months ago. Had I been doing that since the beginning of the year, I probably would have had more progress on this, but I'm happy with the progress on this. Like I know some people are going to look at this and be like, ugh, like between the Tarte Blush Bazaar and this, it's like, why are you even bothering? But I'm happy with how things are moving. Sometimes slow is okay. So the next item is my Milani lip liner in 04 Natural. This is going along. I think what's going to end up happening is this is going to get too short for the lid. Like it's a really big lid, and that's where I'm going to like have to like call it. This is moving along. Like I think probably can't really see here. Like it's getting tiny. I'm curious to know, like maybe I'll put in a little screenshot of when I held this up from January. Again, it just takes a long time for me to go through a lip liner. I think one of the reasons why is I'm really bad for like sharpening it. Like I will wear it down to like a nub and be like, oh yeah, okay, I gotta sharpen it. I'm trying to be a little bit better at sharpening it. And I feel like this past month I did use this more, even though visually in the picture I'm like, it doesn't look like a whole lot, but I feel like I did. So last month this was 2.31 grams. It's now 2.18 grams. That's a difference of 0.13 grams. In total, I've used 0.69 grams of this since the beginning of the year. The next item is my second finished item for the month. This is the Urban Decay Brow Blade in the shade Brunette Betty. I haven't really worked on the pen side, but I finished the pencil side. I am not going to work on the pen side. I've explained this in multiple videos. This is too red. And even though I do have like reddish in my hair, it just doesn't look right on my eyebrows. I liked the product. I like the pencil. I like the concept of the pen. I think I want to try, I think NYX has a pen style like this. No, that's the wrong side. This. And I think I want to maybe try the NYX one instead. I don't know. Has anybody out there tried the NYX one? What do you feel? What do you feel about that? Because otherwise I might buy this, but in a different, well, if I do rebuy this, I have to buy it in a different shade because the shade I had did not work. The weight of this didn't really change. It was 8.97 last month. If you look at the picture, it was like a tiny little nubbin that I finished up on this. So the weight on that didn't change. And the weight on this was kind of negligible. It was 0.03 from when I started to when I finished, but that wasn't even like, it wasn't full when I started. The next item in my project is this Smashbox Photo Finish Centering Citrus Primer Water, and I'm really happy with the progress on this. So when you look at the first line, I was kind of like a little daunted. I'm like, oh dear Lord, this is gonna take me forever, but I feel like this is actually moving along pretty nicely, considering it's been, what, 3 months? 1, 2, 3 months. So like I should be here in 3 more months. So I mean, this still probably won't take me the rest of the year now that I'm looking at it, but it's like steady progress. So I feel happy about that, even though I didn't really want this to take the rest of the year because I wouldn't have mind putting another sort of spray in the project. But as long as this is finished by the end of the year, I'm happy. Like, I don't love this product. It's fine in terms of the actual product. It's the scent that I don't like. And it's just not like, I feel like it's not really a step that I necessarily need in my routine. It just feels like extra, like I'm just doing it to get it done. So last month this was 110.59 grams. It's now 100.02 grams. That's a difference of 10.57 grams. In total, I've used 34.59 grams. Another product I'm really, trekking through is this Touch in Sol No Problem Prime Essence. Again, feels like an extra step that I don't necessarily need because it's not necessarily like, although today I did just use this as my only primer. It's kind of like it's more like a skincare type step, I feel like. But again, maybe just not necessary. I'm just trying to finish it up. I feel like maybe 2 months. I don't think I'll finish this in a month. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's going to take me, like I feel like it's going to be sometime in early mid-August when this is done. So like 2 months update. So last month this was 40.35 grams. It's now 39.54 grams. No, that's not right. 29.54 grams is when it started. It's now 24.96 grams. So it's a difference of 4.58 grams. I don't want to say started, that was last month. So in total I've used 9.05 grams since I've put this in the project. So yeah, I use about 4-ish grams a month. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, it could be done. We will see. I just want to like give you like a behind the scenes thing of filming videos because I'm having a day. I don't know, 20 minutes into filming this. And thank you. See, like my TV, does anybody else's TV do that? Like when you turn it on and off, it kind of like, it's like the heat, but especially when I turn it off. Like when I turn it on, it doesn't make noises, but after it's been on for a while and I turn it off, it does that weird, like, it's like it's settling. Anyway, like having a day of trying to film this, like I'm 20 minutes in and I feel like I've maybe halfway through the products. I guess I'm more than halfway through the products, but it's been like distraction and I've had to go get products and things on the computer are not working and I'm just like, oh my God, I just need to finish this video. I just want to get it done. Having a trial trying to get through this. Anyway, the next item is the Tarte Clay Stick Foundation, and this is in the shade Light Beige. And this is, I'm happy I put this in, and this is performing exactly as I hoped it would perform. I'll put the picture in. It has quite a bit of progress, and I haven't really used this a whole lot. This product is really soft. I am wearing it today. It's a really soft, creamy formula. I really quite like it. It's really nice. I don't know if it... every time I use these kinds of things, I'm like, it doesn't exist anymore, because I bought this in one of the Tarte kits, I think, where you get like 7 products for whatever price. But I quite enjoy this. I think it's a really nice product. If you have super oily skin, you might not like this because it is so creamy, but I don't know. And the shade is just right, and yeah, it's just a really nice foundation that I really enjoy using. So last month this was 40.35 grams. It's now 39.52 grams. That's a difference of 0.83 grams. And then the last item I have to talk about before I talk about the 2 new products is this Avon Mark Shadow in the shade Fairy Dust. I don't know how obvious. I think it'll show in the picture. This product, so when I introduced it last month, the weight of it was lower than the finishing weight of the other Avon Mark Shadow, and I was like, oh, that doesn't help me, because I was hoping to use the weight of that one to kind of guide me, but I realized this one has like a bigger dip, like a wider dip in the whole thing. And what I've been using this mostly, I've used it for a couple times as eyeshadow, and I have used it a few times as sort of like a blush topper, which I totally forgot to do today, which is what I keep forgetting to do. I really have been forgetting to use this product, so I need to kind of step it up and try and use it a little bit more, because I think once I do that, it won't take very long to hit pan. Like, I feel like I'm going to hit pan on this one sooner than I did the other eyeshadow. So when I introduced this was 5.44 grams. It's now 5.41 grams. So that's only a difference of 0.03 grams. I've concluded, so I was kind of playing with this and like swatching a couple other shadows. So I have a couple other shadows that I just tossed in here, and I've concluded I'm going to declutter. I'm definitely decluttering this one. It's not great. It's super dry, and it's not the shade that I want it to be. You know what I mean? If I was someone not super into makeup and just wanted like a one and done eyeshadow, this would probably be a good one. But I've moved beyond that since I bought that eyeshadow. So I'm introducing 2 new products into the project because I did finish 2 products. I was humming and hawing on a couple other things, but I want to keep this project pan smaller, and I think I might start another little small project pan either in July or August. I'm not sure exactly when I'll start, but I do want to start another little small one, kind of like the Drop 10. I really enjoyed having like a smaller project. I think I might be doing a graveyard project, but we'll see. That's kind of what I'm planning on doing. So the first item I'm introducing, because I finished that powder, is this Sephora Mineral Compact Foundation in the shade R15. You can see I have barely used this. I've had this for a while. I got this from a friend. That's where I've got, like, I have a few products where they're like kind of like sample type products and things. I got those from a friend a few years ago, a coworker and a friend, and the shades just didn't work for her. So this was too light for her. So she gave it to me, and I haven't used it. I don't know why. I just really haven't used it. Like, I've used it a handful of times, but we're gonna go with this. The goal is to try and finish this by the end of the year, which I think I can do. I've done it before with pressed powder, so we'll see. It just depends on how like hard pressed this is. If it's super hard pressed, it's not happening. But if it's a bit looser, it will be easier to use that up. So the introductory weight on this is 52.26 grams. And then I kind of hummed and hawed. I was going to put in the Milk Highlighter in this project, but I decided to put this in. This is an e.l.f. Shimmer Palette. I don't know how old this is. I've had this in a previous project. Again, this could have maybe gone in a graveyard project because it is something I've used before. But I hit pan on one of the shades. The goal is to hit pan on all of the shades. And this is a product that I'm going to say goodbye to at the end of this year. Like, it's time. And I have a hard time decluttering stuff, but I just don't really use this, and I have there's new cream products out on the market, so we can let it go, and I really don't use this a whole lot, and to be honest, the shade that I hit pan on is like the favorite shade that I have out of this, so the rest of them, like, I feel like these 2 are going to be not too difficult. The white one, that's the only one I'm like, if I don't hit pan on that one, I won't be heartbroken, because it's pretty frosty. Like, I know I'm pretty pale, like I'm light-skinned, but it's almost too much. It's too white for me. So the starting weight of this is 68.36 grams. So yeah, we are halfway through this project. So I've got in this project, we've had 19 products. That's the 19th product. I have 11 products in, so I've kind of maintained about 11 products in the, like, active products in the project. I have one product that I pulled out. That was the Winky Lux brow product, and I finished 6 products, and I hit goal on the one eyeshadow. So I'm really, really happy about that. I feel like this project, it's a slow and steady kind of project for me, which is fine. The only thing that I struggle with is because I have the whole blush bazaar thing, and I feel like I'm getting really close on that butter bronzer, so I'm motivated to finish it, that I'm finding it hard to use face products, like to bring in face products into my, like, Shop My Stash, because I want to get more progress on these. But then I'm ignoring, like, I find everything else I have no problems, like foundations, I don't seem to have an issue, powder, eyeshadow, all these other products I don't seem to have a problem with, but I'm really struggling with, like, the blush, bronzer, and highlight because of what I've got in this project. So I don't know. I don't know how to remedy that. I don't know how to deal with that. Because I think, I feel like I could ease up on the blush bazaar if I actually hit pan on something. And same with the butter bronzer. Like, once I finish that bronzer, it's like, okay, now I'm going to feel comfortable using other bronzers. And I'm not going to feel pressured to finish another bronzer by the end of the year. Does that make sense? I don't know. This is always like a push and pull type relationship with project panning, and some people are really good at it. And I know some people just don't project pan at all because of that. Like, it is sometimes you put, like, unnecessary pressure on yourself at times. I know, things that we do, but I do enjoy moving through products, and I think that's the other thing too, is I'm enjoying using these products. So I'm not feeling like I'm not hate panning anything either. So that's where I'm at. That's the emotional feeling side of project panning. Anyway, if you like this little update, feel free to give it a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you did subscribe to my tiny little channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.